Hey guys, Hadrian here. How's everyone doing? Hope you guys are all doing fantastic and having awesome days. I know I am because you guys are so amazing and I'm having so much fun making these videos for you guys. You guys don't even know. So today I wanted to touch on a question that someone asked in the Q&A that I briefly answered, but I wanted to make another video just dedicated to that because it's kind of hard to explain this topic really briefly when I'm answering a lot of other questions. So sorry, I can see like my thing flashing in the background. So oh, and thank you for everyone that contributed to the Q&A. Thank you for all your questions. I know I may have missed some of you guys, so I apologize for that, and I will definitely do another Q&A this coming week. So definitely I will accept questions throughout the weekend because I think I'll film the Q&A on Monday. So leave your questions in the comments down below of this video or any video that pops up until the end of Sunday. So the question that someone asked was whether or not Goodwills have better stuff or better items depending on location. So whether the Goodwills are located in a more affluent neighborhood or a more middle class, etc., etc. And from what I have gathered from my thrifting adventures is that Goodwills actually do not have better stuff in more affluent neighborhoods and in neighborhoods that aren't. But that is in my area. If you guys don't already know, I live in Southern California. I live in like the San Bernardino, Orange County, LA area. So these are the Goodwills that I frequent around here in SoCal. I don't really have much thrifting experience in other places. I have gone to Arizona around like the Gilbert area, so I have gone there, and that is pretty much it as far as my thrifting experience goes in other states. And I have definitely not gone out of the country to do any thrifting at all, so I don't know about any of those other countries. I just know here in Southern California, my little area, the thrift stores from these more like affluent neighborhoods and then and etc, I do not really see a correlation between the between how great the items are that I find in those areas. Actually, if anything, I feel like sometimes I find better items in like lower middle class like areas where I go thrifting. I do find though that Goodwills will accept merchandise and then not put it out on the floor in their stores. Actually, they'll get shipped out, and I'll touch on that later on in this video. So what I have gathered, I haven't talked to actually anyone at the Goodwill about this, but from my research and what I'm kind of like a nerd, so when I do something, I kind of want to do it the best that I can. So I do like a lot of research. If you guys don't know, I went to school for biology. I actually have my background in cell and developmental biology, so I know how to do research online, and I'm like a freak about it. So what I have learned is, because when I go, I call it scouting for new stores. I like to pick an area that I haven't been to before, and then I will I'll just use my phone. I'll type in like, say like Glendale or Pasadena, and then type in Goodwills, and then all the Goodwills in that area will pop up. Usually like those, they have like little Yelp things, like reviews and everything. Can't really trust that because some people are just like angry that they can't find anything at their store. So I don't really go to stores based off of that. I honestly will just go to every single store and figure it out for myself. And I don't just go once, I will go a couple different times. Especially like I'll go like a couple different times during the week. So I'll go like, I'd love to go like on a Monday, I love to go on like in the middle of the week, Wednesday, Thursday. I'll spread it out, and I definitely like to go on weekends too. So just so I can get a feel for those stores and on the days, and like figure out like when they put out the best products. And it's always a good idea to go early in the morning because that's when everything is kind of still fresh and they just brought everything out. I know the Goodwills do bring stuff out throughout the whole day, but I always like to go in the very beginning of the day because that's when they put out the most stuff at once and it's like all fresh. Not everything's fresh, but like they have them like the most amount of new products that haven't been seen or looked through by anyone else. So I definitely recommend going early if you guys are looking for something. And sorry about the noise, all the kids are like yelling, but if you go online and you look up these Goodwills, there are actually different names for the Goodwills. There's the regular Goodwill, there's a Goodwill Industries, there's Goodwill Outlets, Goodwill Outlets, Goodwill Boutiques, and then Goodwill Industries. So there's Goodwill, there's Goodwill Boutique, Goodwill Outlets, and Goodwill Industries. And then there's just Goodwill drop-offs. So always make sure you check to see if it's a Goodwill drop-off, because sometimes they're just Goodwills that they don't actually sell anything, they just have drop-offs. So that is also where a lot of the stuff that they get at the drop-offs, they'll just distribute too. So that's why you can't really determine whether or not a Goodwill is good based off of location, because these Goodwills are still getting stuff from other, like from drop-off locations. And I don't know necessarily if all the Goodwills, or if the Goodwill drop-off, those items will only go to the items in the surrounding area. But I do know that there are curated Goodwills. Those are usually the Goodwill Boutiques, where the Goodwill, the headquarters, they actually handpick the items from certain stores, usually more high-end items, usually more like newer items, or actually brand new items, and they'll send these items to the boutiques. And with these curated, more higher end items comes a higher price tag, so they're kind of like a trade-off. But I feel that it's pretty good because you don't have to look as hard, and a lot of the good things will go to those stores, though there are still many good things that you can get at regular Goodwills too, which I find I think a little bit more, because you'll get better bang for your buck. They don't really mark up the items as much, and I just love a good deal. So, and when you have to look for something and then you find it, like, it's really exciting for me. So there's those tiers of Goodwills that I have found. One of the most exciting Goodwills, I think, is the Goodwill Outlet. If you guys haven't been to one, look it up. There's not very many around everywhere. There's like one in Orange County, and there's one in LA, and I think there's one in Long Beach, around like here in SoCal where I live, that I go to. And I actually haven't even been to the Long Beach one, but these Goodwills are, everything is sold by the pound. So a pound of clothing is like $1 something, pound of shoes is like $1, like everything's like a little bit different, but everything is sold by the pound. It's really cool, but everything is in giant rolling bins, and it's kind of a mess, and it's kind of daunting when you first get there, because if you've never been to one, like, it's kind of like really in your face and crazy, because there is definitely a group of people that go to the outlets just to find things, and I know they resell them. They get tons of clothes, and they come in packs, and they're really good at like kind of pushing newbies out of the way. Like if you kind of like look lost, they'll definitely kind of trample all over you, like, not to be mean, but like honestly, like, it gets a little vicious, and they literally will kick people out. I've seen fights break out at the outlets, and it's really insane, but you can find really good items. I have found so many like high-end designer items, mostly clothing items. I haven't found really any I haven't found any handbags or shoes or anything. Oh, I found shoes, but not like high-end. Like, I found Sperry's, I found Sperry's. I think just a pair of Sperry's was like the best shoe find that I found there. But I found Moschino jeans, I found Versace blazers. I found Armani blazers, Dior blazers. I found 7 jeans, Page jeans, AG, Citizens, and yeah, I have found pretty good stuff. So, and when you go to these stores, it's kind of good to be open-minded. Don't just look for one specific thing, because then you're gonna rule out all these other finds that you might be able to find for yourself. So definitely like look, you're gonna have to like look through everything. I honestly suggest maybe bringing some hand sanitizer, maybe wearing some plastic gloves, because everything's kind of like, there's like a layer of dust all over everything. And if you want, wear one of those masks so that you're not sneezing every 5 seconds. If you're like me, I get horrible allergies and it's just like attacking me, and but the trade-off is totally worth it. Like a day of allergies is fine to all the really great things that you can find there. So I definitely suggest trying to go to one of those outlets and seeing if you can find anything, because there are really good deals there, and like you can get like really great pieces and just spend like a couple bucks on them, and I think that's awesome. So with that being said, then there's the Goodwill Boutiques. Those are really nice as well. Like I said, you don't have to look as hard to find really great quality items, and everything is wearable. Everything is like new or new, and I feel like everything's like a little cleaner. I don't know if they pre-wash everything, but like all their clothes are like a lot neater, a lot cleaner, and a lot easier to look through, and it's curated, so you don't really have to like weed out a lot of stuff. And though that is really nice, they do raise the price margins for the things. Like pants will go anywhere from $9.99 and up. Like I've seen pants that are like a couple $100s. I've seen like, because they had like Burberry pants, Versace pants, and but it's just really cool. Sometimes they'll price things really reasonable, so it's honestly kind of like a luck of the draw again there too, depending on who's doing pricing that day. And yeah, so I definitely suggest checking your Goodwills and seeing if you have any boutiques near you, or making a day of it and going out to like a boutique, because it's really fun and you can get some really great stuff. And that is where you can find a lot of like clothes and shoes that are awesome. And then as far as regular Goodwills go, I like to go to the ones that are near colleges, because I feel like the ones near colleges, like any colleges, they'll have like more, if you're looking for like furniture, and I know like it's kind of dirty like from like college students, but a lot of Goodwills will have pretty good furniture if they're by like a school or near a school, or yeah, by a school. So I think those Goodwills are pretty good. And there's like lots of college students, they kind of just like get rid of their stuff because they're like leaving and they don't want to bring it with them or whatever, for whatever reason, and they'll have some pretty good, and I find like they have more up-to-date clothing, because lots of college students, like sometimes their clothing is more disposable and they'll just like get rid of it and donate it. Going on a splurge, broke up with my boyfriend, hate everything that he gave me, so I'm just going to donate it. So I feel like those are really good spots to go to. What else? And yeah, so basically I suggest, like honestly, like start off in your surrounding area. Go like start from your house, going like in a circle, maybe going like finding all the Goodwills in the area, going in a circle all the way going back to your house. And I think that is a really good way to start, and then kind of just like making like a daisy. So just go like this, like this, like this, like this, and just keep going in a circle so you can like go all the way around your surrounding area and figure out where all the best thrift stores are. Some thrift stores never have anything. Like I go to a couple thrift stores and I swear like one day I'm gonna find something amazing there, but I literally have never bought one single item from these stores ever in my entire time that I've been thrifting. But I'm like persistent, and I will go, and I believe that I will find something. And there are some thrift stores where I've never found anything, and then one day I found like one amazing thing, and it totally makes like going there worthwhile because you found like this one amazing item. So I definitely recommend doing that, mapping out the stores, seeing what the stores have. Some stores are specialty stores and they will carry like better items of a certain thing. And also, a lot of people don't know this, but Goodwills have like a partnership with Target, and Target will, I don't know if they donate it or if the Goodwill buys it from them, but the Goodwill will have brand new Target products. Sometimes their packaging is broken, or they're just not in packaging, or there might be like especially furniture items. There's one Goodwill that I always go to, and like I bought like a bunch of furniture from them, and they're Target furniture, and Target furniture is getting pretty nice, especially like the tables and like the chairs. And like maybe there's like a little scratch or a little ding, and sometimes I don't even see anything wrong with the item, and they're on sale and they're like more than half off, and I think those are really great too. So just definitely take a look around, go to your thrift stores, go around all of them, checking out what they have, because you'll never know what you're gonna find. And honestly, location isn't everything, so don't forgo a location just because you think you're not going to find anything, and just because you think like it's in an unfavorable area where you don't think you're going to find anything good. Don't count it out. I always suggest going and checking it out anyway, and remember to go early and have fun. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you guys have any further questions that you would like me to answer in my next Q&A, leave it down in the comments below. And if you haven't and you would like to, definitely subscribe. I do videos every single day and you'll be updated for when I post. So thank you guys so much, and you guys have a nice day. Bye.